I'm Matt from Britical Saiyans, and this is my Broly deck profile. So, it awakens at 4, you draw 2 cards. When you attack the leader, because you can only attack the leader as well, both players have to choose a card from their hand and place them in the drop area. Yeah, that's it basically. And then, well, there's awakened side even, sorry. He still has to only attack the leader, and when his card attacks, draw 1 card, then both players choose 1 card from their hand and 1 card from the battle area and sends them to the drop. So onto the extra cards, 1 drop. We got full power energy, just a 1 copy, just a green counter to KO something early and some more negates. This is put a blue stuff into this deck just to help it. So we got 4 Weez's Corrosion, still one of the best negates I feel. Especially until set 3 comes out, then it's like it probably won't get run as much. The same with Tournament Power actually. We got 3 copies of Senzu Bean, really good card on the gate and the gate with offense and defense because they're giving the extra 5k and untapping the energy. And then we got 1 copy of Mafuba just to have that disruption for your opponent. Okay. So more on the extra cards. We got 3 results. 3 result of training, not results. So if you've got 5 or more life, you can pay 5, 2 being blue, to awaken yourself. So if your opponent's been stalling you for whatever reason, you can just go, okay, I was going to awaken anyway, and then this untaps most of the energy, untaps 4 of the energy. So you basically have to pay in 1 for this. There's 3 for the consistency, and you can just charge the others once that. Or if your opponent's awakened you, you can just go, okay, I got 3 charge fodder. And then I've only got 3 copies of Broly's Ring because this was all that was available. So it's a field card, and then if your hand is not affected by the leader power, but your board still is. So it doesn't hurt your hand. Normally you're supposed to get rid of a card that you can bring back with its effect, but I'll get into that when it comes across it. Okay, so onto the battle area card, or the battle cards. We've got 4 Broly. So when you play this card, look at the top 7, add Broly to your hand. Your little weenie to start off the game. And then we've got 4 energy boosted Majin Buu, just for draw power, and obviously using blue in the deck, so it's really good blue to use. Onto the 2 drops, we've got 4 copies of Overflowing Bio Warrior Army. This is what you're supposed to get rid of when you use the effect of your leader, just because you can discard a card and bring it back. Yeah, okay, you're discarding a card, but you're not losing the board presence, and you're obviously supposed to be hurting your opponent's hand with Broly. I've got 4 copies of that. And then we've got 4 copies of Paragus. When you play this card, you search your deck for Broly's Ring. I cheated. Well, I say I cheated. I misplayed. During the game, when you play this, it activates it from the deck. Oops. I didn't have to pay the extra energy. Oopsie.
So basically, you just paid an energy to play it when you didn't need to.
Yep. And then we got the 4 Trunks Protector of Children, just the super combo for green. On to the 3 drops, we've got 3 energy powered Gotenks. So when this attacks a leader,
4 there.
4, my bad. Don't say anything. It's because it said 3 drops. It's because it's a 3 drop, like my brain. Right, so when it attacks a leader, your opponent has to discard a card. So then if they take the life, it's just a trade-off instead of them gaining a card. On the last of the 3 drops, there's just 2 Time Patrol Trunks. This is just to help the consistency of the deck, to try and thin for cards. Onto the 5 drops, we have 4 copies of Rampaging Lifeform Bio Broly. So it's evolve for 4, or pay 5 to bring it out. It's got double strike, but when you evolve into it, your opponent has to discard 2 cards. So, obviously you want to be evolving into it. And then we've got 2 Super Saiyan Gotenks. So this is evolve for 4, double strike. When you play this card, you want to have 2 energy and draw a card. So, really good card to have for this deck anyway. And then the last card of the 5 drops is 1 copy of Master Saiyan Mysterious Warrior, Hardock. Over on 5, pay 1, play him, he's got double strike, and when he played, you get rid of cards equal to cost of 5 or less and send them to the warp. Can't target blockers, but meh. And then for the last cards of the deck, we have 2 copies of Broly Rampaging Horror. So this is evolved for 5. What did we? No, it is evolved for 5. What have I done wrong now?
You charged both of them in the game, so you never planned on using it.
Nope. It's not double strike. And then when you play this card, choose up to 2 cards from your opponent's hand and at random, and then place them in the drop area. So instead of your opponent choosing the cards, you get to choose 2 at random if you play this guy. But this is also when you play him as opposed to when you have to evolve him. Like the 5 drop has to be evolved. So yeah, there we go guys. That is my Broly deck profile. So thanks for watching.